Well, speaking of hunting for blood, she did an interview with NBC.
Speaking of hunting for poop.
Yeah, she did an interview. I'll play a little highlight, then we'll play some of the interview. But so far, this is my favorite snippet. It's in a couple pieces.
In the closing arguments, the Depp lawyer called your testimony the performance of a lifetime and said you were acting. What do you say to that?
Says the lawyer for the man who convinced the world he had scissors for fingers.
She's such a bad actress, by the way, but can I, real quick?
Yeah.
At any point when you saw the movie Edward Scissorhands, did you ever say, oh my God, did they replace Johnny Depp's hands with scissors?
No, because I'm an adult, and I understand that acting is make-believe.
Okay. Just want to make sure we're all on the same page. Because I never at any point thought, oh my God, Johnny Depp has scissors for hands.
How did they do that?
She is not a great actress, right?
No.
This is the kind
She
of shit
rehearsed
that. actors
that.
Say,
She rehearsed that.
Yeah. Oh, that was her.
That was her mic drop moment, and it was a mouse fart.
That was her after doing it in the mirror 20 times that morning. They're going to ask me about this, and then I'm going to go, oh, yeah? The one who convinced the world he had scissors for hands?
But I'm going to do it, like, really seriously? She's a bad actor. Like, Johnny Depp would have absolutely been fucked in this trial if he had plunged his dick into a good actress. The only thing that saved Johnny Depp is the fact that he fucked a really hot, really bad actress.
A medium, a mid actress. Winona Ryder
would have pulled this
would
off.
have pulled, absolutely.
Would have had us all
Would have
hoodwinked.
been like, oh my God, what did he do to her? But she's terrible.
She's really bad.
Yeah, really bad.
In the closing arguments.
Okay, so that was a little snippet. It finally came out, the whole thing.
Since the verdict, as you sit here with me now, has it sunk in?
Can you imagine? I was thinking about this when I was watching a little bit this earlier today. For the show, I was just seeing, well, let me see what's in this. And trust me, there's stuff that's worth it in here. But can you imagine if it was a dude that was accused of doing what she did to him? Do you think NBC would be having her on the news the next day? No. Like, he would be completely ostracized.
He would be on, like, InfoWars.
Yeah, exactly. Trying to tell his side of the story.
He'd be on a stream with Jack Posobiec.
Mm-hmm. Or Jack Murphy.
Newsmax.
Or Jack Murphy.
Jack Murphy.
How could it? Surreal.
Oh, you know what the best thing about this interview is? Do you know what a bunch of legal experts are now saying? Is that Johnny Depp right now is in a position to sue her again.
Of course.
That he could technically, they don't know if he'd win or not, but there are already lawyers coming out saying, because of this interview and she's tripling down, he could absolutely sue her again. It's like if I said, Royce is a pedophile, right? And Royce eventually goes, stop saying that, or I'm going to sue you. And then he sues me.
I win.
And he wins in court.
And then you keep doing it.
And I just go on NBC and go, yeah, well, he might have won that court case, but at least I'm not a pedophile. If he you just lost the case. What are you doing?
Her lawyer is, well, we know her lawyer's bad because we saw it, but wouldn't the first thing the lawyer say is,
shut up about
this
it?
is what I would say. Look, Johnny's already said he's not going to call you for the 10 mil. He's gonna waive it. He doesn't want it. He just wanted his name clear. So look, you're out 10 mil. Don't worry about it. Do you want to push this guy so he calls you for the 10 mil? Is that really what you want to do? Listen, honestly, you made out like a bandit. Guess what? Listen, in 2 years, you could be making a Netflix movie.
As your lawyer, I
you
shouldn't
moron.
As your lawyer, I shouldn't be saying this right now, but I'm starting to fucking believe Johnny Depp having to deal with you for the past year. I feel abused. So just put a sock in it.
And what was that doing a fucking bump on the stand? What are you, fucking nuts?
What is wrong with you?
Look, honestly, we're not in trial anymore, so I'm not going to hold my tongue anymore. You're fucking lucky that you got... This is what happened.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
We're all Hollywood lawyers. We were all doing bumps at the trial, but some of us were doing it like fucking grown-ups.
Hey, I explained to you what perjury was like 4 times, and you did it anyway.
Do you think
and you
Johnny
did it anyway.
Do you think Johnny wasn't doing coke in the fucking courtroom, you asshole?
Yeah, he was doing it in the bathroom.
But he's a pro.
During the recess.
Dumb bitch.
You fucking retard.
Everyone's tired of this bitch.
Yeah, even people that there's like 4 people that still support her, I think. But even they're like, head up.
And difficult, in part, yes. This has been a long time coming.
Do you stand by your testimony and your...
Oh my God. This one's setting her up. Setting her up to be fucked.
A lot of people don't know, but I used to fuck Johnny Depp back in the day, and we're still friends.
accusations against Johnny Depp about abuse?
Of course.
Can you imagine that fucking Johnny Depp fuck Katie Couric back in the day, like in her prime? And that's why she's just like, let's get this bitch.
By the way, did you
I love you, Johnny.
Did you know what word is? And I don't know if this is true or not, but it seemed, at least a couple places, right, that apparently Disney's already pulled a dump truck up full of money for him to come back and do Pirates.
They're already calling. Can you imagine the first day you're getting that phone call from, hey, John Boy, what's going on, man? Hey, listen. Yeah. It's Kev over at Disney. Listen, so it's been weird. I get it, bro. But, we had to do what we had to do. Call me, man. Do I have to commit to anything now? Let's have a lunch. They're all trying to, let's go easy. We can't just jump on them right now.
Can I ask a question? Was Kevin a name you made up? Or were you referring to Kevin Feige, the actual person that would be calling him?
Oh my God,
it would be Kevin Feige. Yeah, he's a
I
Disney
just made
guy,
up
right?
a Kevin.
No, I swear to God, it would be Kevin Feige.
Listen,
be
pal.
Like, hey,
Pally,
John Boy.
I want you to know right now, man, that the entire time this was going on, I was over here fighting for you.
Yeah, man.
When they fired you, bro, I was your advocate. Somebody's giving him a Paul Heyman speech right now. They might have to hire Paul Heyman to sell Johnny Depp on this. Because that role was made for you, Johnny. Yeah. No one else can play Captain
Do you
Jack
think
Sparrow.
I want Charlize Theron in this role? I don't.
I do not understand why former ECW owner Paul Heyman is in my home. He's yelling at me.
Dying day will stand by every word of my testimony.
The real-life drama of the defamation case between Amber Heard and her ex-husband Johnny Depp captivated millions of people around the world.
And made a bunch of streamers millionaires.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I'm glad.
And made Nick Rekieta another, 16 mortgage payments.
It got Nick Rekieta a swimming pool.
Yeah. It's the trial that made Nick Rekieta say, quote, now I'm not reading super chats less than $100. Back to you, Steve.
Amber Heard just got exposed.
Johnny, you hit me.
This is so cringe.
I love that it was women making fun of. It was a lot of women making fun of her.
With clips spreading across social media like wildfire.
I think vast majority of this trial was played out on social media. I think that this trial is an example of that gone haywire, gone amok. And the jury is not immune to that.
You think the jury saw it?
How could they not? I think even the most well-intentioned juror, it would have been impossible to avoid this.
Yeah, I know. It's almost you shouldn't shit on people's beds and fucking cut their fingers off. I feel like that's like a big part of it.
Well, then, not only that, I mean, can I take it a step further? It's almost like you should not do that stuff, and then when they still just leave you and, go their separate ways peacefully.
Try to ruin their life.
Probably shouldn't go around telling everybody how abused you were. You know what I mean?
Good call.
I mean, I feel like she got away with the finger cutting and the bed pooping.
Because he just wanted to move on.
He just wanted to move on, and you couldn't help yourself. You just not only was it you just abused him and he left, then you had to go around telling everybody. Johnny used to beat me daily. It was horrible. He would hit me with a sack of oranges so it didn't leave bruises.
People online and
Bro,
crowd.
she's fucking crazy.
She's insane.
Look at.
Do you think that maybe he just had better lawyers?
I will say his lawyers did certainly a better job of distracting the jury from the real issues.
For some people.
So
I can't
so
wait
hold on.
for-
So translation. So he had better lawyers. That's a good lawyer. Johnny Cochran was great at distracting the jury.
You mean the more famous guy had a better lawyer? That's
The guy
crazy.
with more money?
By the way, you know, Kevin Nash is starting a new podcast with Sean Oliver.
Really?
Yeah. And I'm really looking forward to that show because we better get some goddamn Amber Heard stories.
Oh, God. And he will.
Yeah.
Frankly disgusted
I mean, she
by the
threw
whole
a bottle
thing.
of liquor at me one night, man, but I just no-sold it.
He's still fucking her.
And then they're like...
Because then I don't think he will if he's still fucking her.
That's true.
I think he might be one of the...
And Sean Oliver is very funny, so I'm hoping he slips in a, hey, how did you book yourself to fuck Amber Heard?
And don't have much sympathy for either one of you.
I don't think Kevin Nash is still fucking this bitch.
By the way, I love that she just asked... I got to give her credit. She goes, what about all those people that don't have sympathy for either one of you? And that's a really good question.
But that's how I felt about it.
I mean,
because Johnny's kind of a garbage
Johnny.
guy too.
Yeah.
But you know,
but look, they're both garbage people.
She's just worse.
But if you were going to make me decide on who's a bigger garbage,
she's
person,
definitively worse.
She is worse.
Subjectively
Look, yes,
worse.
Johnny probably got drunk, probably screamed, probably said, "Do you know who the fuck I am?" I am sure he did all that. But you know what he didn't do? He didn't shit in your bed. He probably shit in his own bed several times.
Mm-hmm.
But it's his bed, and he could shit in it.
Understand that?
Absolutely. I would not blame the average person for looking at this and how it's been covered. And
it's not what she did, Mersh.
It's how it's being covered.
It's how it's been covered. I hate the way they covered it.
Not think that it is Hollywood brats at their worst. But what people don't understand is it's actually so much bigger than that.
It's so much bigger than that, Royce.
These are the people that sing Imagine and think they're helping.
This is the front lines of the culture war going on.
These are the most out of touch fucks, right? Like, they are the most disconnected from reality people. Like, we always talk about it. I know it's a joke and it's ongoing, but if you go, how much do you think a gallon of milk is? I don't know, $100?
Yeah.
They have no clue. They don't understand what gas hike. These things don't affect me.
What is gas?
Yeah. There are people right now that can't drive to the shelter that's giving away baby formula because it's run out. All right? Right now, having to listen to this woman bitch about how her millionaire boyfriend screamed at her.
Dude, do you know how many of these people at this level of fame don't even have driver's licenses?
No, you're right.
They don't even know. It's literally, they don't even know how to drive a car. There's just people that just take you everywhere and go get your things, and you just stand around, and everyone brings you your breakfast, and it's just insane.
They're eating at the French Laundry while you're eating a burrito at an actual laundromat.
Yes.
Like, do you understand that you will never understand what it's like to be a normal human?
I don't know, man. Laundromat burrito sounds pretty good right now.
I'm not saying it's bad.
Hey, we got any more laundromat burritos back there?
Fresh out.
Starving.
This is not only about our First Amendment right to speak.
But here's the thing about the First Amendment. The First Amendment protects free speech. It doesn't protect lies that amount to defamation.
Whoa. Little pushback.
Wow, they really must want to be getting Johnny Depp on one of their Good Morning shows again and stuff.
Everybody's going. I'm telling you, man.
You're right, man. Knives Out, huh?
He's had fucking 700 phone calls. He has 700 voicemails right now going, Johnny, what's going on?
John, hear me out. Fear and Loathing 2.
Hey, Johnny, how you doing, man? Listen, it's Dave over at TMZ. Listen, I know I called you a rapist and a woman beater repeatedly. I mean, really just
That's all I did, really.
But, hey, water under the bridge. It's time for all of us to move on, all right, and build new opportunities. You're like, what?
What's going on?
And that was the issue in the case.
Yes, exactly. You can't go into the free speech does not protect you if you go into a crowded theater and you scream fire.
The basic bitch takes that this basic bitch has, it's so basic.
She really is basic.
Everything about her, right?
We get the concept of...
She is a carbon copy of every wannabe actress that's working at a coffee bean in fucking LA right now. It's the same basic takes.
Free speech from the Greeks. My understanding of what that means is not just the freedom to speak.
Guys, constitutional expert Amber Heard.
Did she just say that free speech is not the freedom to speak? She invoked
Not
free.
just the freedom to speak.
But that's exactly what the First Amendment is. It's just the freedom to speak. She's saying, well, it's not the freedom of speech so much as my right to slander people and make up lies about them in the press.
Why do her hands look like they belong to someone else?
Oh, because she was actually trying to get that really cool surgery with scissors on his hand, like Amber, like Johnny Depp had, but it didn't work out.
It didn't take. They
No.
rejected.
No, so they had to use the hands of a 47-year-old Puerto Rican man.
She was gonna have one of her fingers.
Carpenter's hands.
She was gonna have one of her fingers replaced with one of those little jars you keep cocaine in.
She does. She does. She has like the hands. Remember when Charlie's uncle had the big fake hands on?
Don't look! Don't look! Don't look! Don't look!
Fire. We get the concept of free speech from the Greeks. My understanding of what that means.
I get my concept from Jimmy the Greek.
Amber, I can tell you nobody's less interested in your understanding of anything than me. The way I understand, shut up.
Constitutional expert Amber Heard, guys.
Hey, listen, Kevin Nash's fucking fleshlight. Right? I don't give a fuck what your interpretation of constitutional law is. You dumb hole.
Jesus fucking Christ.
It's not
Let me
just
tell you something. I wouldn't be interested in a female lawyer's opinion of the Constitution, much less your opinion of it.
I don't want to listen to somebody pulling up in a $200,000 Tesla SUV to fucking Planned Parenthood. Do you fucking hear me? You stupid bitch. Fucking sneaking James Franco into the apartment so she could fuck him in Johnny Depp's house.
That's the kind of thing where that alone.
Bro, fuck him. You couldn't fuck him at his apartment?
He should have. Let's say that Johnny Depp did beat the shit out of her, right?
Mm-hmm.
He should have been cleared just for that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, could you blame him? Even if he did, can you even blame him at this point?
No, if you brought a dude back to another, the man you're with, his place, and fuck a dude,
And then to thank you,
deserve to
and
be
then
beaten.
to thank you, she shits in your bed.
Dude, I mean, at what point do you not take the train to ass whooping city
And be like, enough.
Okay, I got it. I got to do
I
this.
know.
freedom to speak.
These hands are rated E for everyone.
It's a freedom to speak truth to power.
Bitch is gonna get equal rights and lefts. There you go, ho. Shit in my bed again, you bitch.
Equal rights and left is fucking amazing.
The truth is the word.
Yes.
And that was the
I was informed that bird is the word.
issue.
And that's all I
Just come in and interrupt the interview.
Turd. Turd is the word.
The best would be is if Johnny Depp came in singing it
And doing the dance.
She's like, what the fuck? She just gets,
And they could do the out of the way you have. So Johnny, I heard you're gonna be a new
she
pirate.
gets up and starts sadly
Yeah.
walking away, and he's like, it's very good to be here. I'm so glad we could all forgive each other.
Oh.
And I spoke it to power.
I also liked it NBC
He
News.
comes in singing the turd is the word.
Yeah, turd is the word.
The turd is the word. The turd is the word.
Papa mau. He walks in, he goes,
fuck, man.
NBC News is great. They have a very clean, very clean bathroom to do coke in.
All this and more tonight on NBC Nightly News with Lester Holt. You know, like, I wish
What
we
a
could
clown show this country
You know
is.
what? With everything going, like, everything is being handled so poorly and the world's falling apart anyway. Could we get a little bit of that absurdity, please?
It'd be fucking amazing.
I'd be happier. Be like, you know what, man? I'll pay $6 a gallon for gas. You know, I just watched Johnny sing the turd is the word.
I want all of life to be, I think you should leave sketch. Like, I'm fine with that.
Mm-hmm.
Everything should be completely... Look, we're already at retard levels. Let's just fucking lean into the retard levels,
we
right?
all want to get to the bottom of who did
Who
this.
did this? Did you see the Joe Biden one?
Oh.
So Joe Biden was talking about how inflation is going up and this and that, and somebody photoshopped Joe Biden's face onto the hot dog.
Yes.
We're all trying to figure out
I did see that. I
guy
thought you were
who-
talking about a
the
video.
guy who did this.
And I paid the price.
In the closing argument,
Yeah, you know what? It turns out the price was exactly $10 million.
the Depp lawyer called your testimony the performance of a lifetime. and said you were acting. What'd you say to that?
Here's the clip again.
Says the lawyer for the man who convinced the world he had scissors for fingers.
That's so bad, right? That's so. I feel douche chills.
It's so awkward in here. I don't know how to feel.
That's douche chills. She really thought that she nailed that, like it's a movie take. If this was,
I'd rather watch the entire Postmates commercial again.
If this was a movie, I would have to go cut. Amber, we're gonna do that a couple more times.
Look, I know this is a small role, but can we get a better actor? Ah, yes, Gordon Street.
Oh my God, remember that? They just brought in.
I remember Charlton Heston. They brought in fucking Charlton Heston to replace Gordon Street.
Who, by the way, probably got $500,000 to do one 20-minute monologue. That was 2, right?
Wayne's World 2.
That was 2 when they had money. So yeah, they probably paid him a fortune.
That's right. That was when they had That's when they had cash.
I once knew a girl who lived on Gordon Street. But that was a long time ago.
I know this is a small
when I was young.
Do we have to put up with this? I mean, can't we get a better actor? I know it's a small part, but I think we can do better than this.
Has somebody overcut this with the Terrence Howard, fucking what's his face from playing in Iron Man? Because this is perfect for it. Because they actually did upgrade with a better. Don Cheadle is objectively a better actor.
Yes.
This stupid scene is so dumb. He was off scene already.
Street. Oh, yes.
Why was he already there?
I once knew a girl who lived on Gordon Street.
And he's all into it.
Long time ago.
And he starts crying.
Not a day passes I don't think of her. Promise I made. I will always keep.
It makes you go, I want to see that movie. What's he talking about?
The way he starts tearing up.
Yeah.
That one perfect day on
Gordon Street.
That's 5 blocks up, 2 over.
Thank you.
That's what this Amber Heard thing feels like, though.
Thank you.
Could we just replace her with somebody? Again, if fucking Johnny had been up like Royce said against Winona Ryder or somebody, Juliette Lewis, would have had him buried.
Bro,
he'd have been buried under the jail.
Chick that plays Kim Wexler would have blown her out of the water.
Oh, fuck, man.
I'm the performer.
Shit, the woman who played Skylar would beat Amber
Bro,
Heard.
I'm honestly thinking of
Marie would have beaten Amber.
I'm thinking of how many different female actresses would have probably buried him because it would have been just mildly better than what she was.
I had listened to weeks of testimony.
She's not even a Marvel actress. She's a DC actress.
Amber Heard is one of those like people that thinks that like she looks at acting and like tries to act. You know what I mean? Whereas good actors don't try to act. They get into a role and they're like, all right, I'm playing this role.
Yeah.
She thinks that she does the William Shatner thing where it's like, I'll pause to make a point, and you're like, that's so wooden, and she's doing what she thinks acting is, not what acting is, which is hilarious.
She's a caricature.
Yeah,
That's what I mean.
exactly.
Insinuating that, or saying quite directly that, I'm a terrible actress.
Well,
so
we know. That's why you lost the case.
I'm a bit confused how I could be both.
The Depp team argued that you were the abuser, that you instigated physical violence. Did you?
I never had to instigate
really
it.
quick?
I responded to it.
The interviewer has just completely dropped any pretext of like, oh, Amber, you're so good to have you here.
Yeah.
She's like dropped that sweet tone.
Yeah, you're
Like,
right.
fucking entirely, dude.
Right.
Now
She's
this was a trap.
This is like she went from Puff Piece to Frost Nixon.
Well, you got to be careful. It's Katie Couric, man. You got to be careful. She does, because she can do both.
Yeah.
So you got to be careful with Katie Couric, because she can do a puff piece, but she can also just start punching you in the gut if she wants to.
When you're living in violence and it becomes it becomes normal. As
that's not Katie
I
Couric,
testified to.
I'm pretty sure,
You
right? I
have
just
to
thought she's aged
adapt.
really poorly.
You say you were
It's not Katie
responding.
Couric? Are we sure?
I'm honestly.
Because I know Katie Couric aged really badly, and I'm thinking this is. Oh, it's Nora O'Donnell. I'm
Nora
sorry.
O'Donnell.
Oh, I thought it was
I
Katie
honestly
Couric.
don't blame you.
They look similar,
now,
right?
Now that when they're younger, but now that they're older, they do kind of look.
Oh no, they're
different.
saying it's Savannah Guthrie. Well, pick
Who
one,
knows?
guys.
Fucking cares.
Some news bitch.
Look, some old white news bitch.
Some news bitch. We're not going to be asking Virgie to pull up pictures of.
That's for sure. Samantha Guthrie from NBC
Savannah
News.
Guthrie. I guess.
Savannah.
Yeah. Wasn't she? She did some other interview we watched where she was going ham on somebody.
Yeah, it was actually Kamala.
Yeah.
She's the one that went hard on
She's the
Kamala.
one that had Kamala Harris on. And Kamala started getting that bitch look. Like,
Yeah.
But there is evidence. There are tapes in which you acknowledge hitting.
She really is going
There are
in.
tapes in which you say, I started the fight.
I know much has been made of
The things that I said
and did.
and didn't know I was being recorded at the time. I knew. Look much
a
has
lot
been
was
said.
made in the trial about what I said, and both said and did. You know what I mean? And it's a little out of control.
of these audio tapes. They were first leaked online after being edited.
How were they edited?
What?
What you would hear in those clips are not evidence of what was happening. It was evidence of a negotiation of how to talk about that with your abuse.
You literally said, "Yeah, I hit you. No one's gonna believe you."
Amber.
What negotiation was that?
Amber, you're about to get sued again. This is, I mean, if I'm Johnny Depp right now, I'm calling my lawyer and being like, "We just sue it again."
Yeah.
Let's bury this bitch in $25 million in debt.
You know, if I was Johnny Depp, you know what I would do? Let's go even better. I will forego the $10 million if I get a written and public apology.
At this point, it's not even good enough. Because she's the kind of bitch that'll write an apology and then immediately go back and write another piece going like, I wrote that under duress. He got a gun to my head. He got a gun in my pussy. There was nothing I could do. And he'd be like, now I got to sue this bitch again.
Abuser.
But I am looking at a transcript that says,
Oh, God.
He says, you start physical fights, and you say, I did start a physical fight. I can't promise you I won't get physical again. I mean, this is in black and white. I understand context. But you're testifying and you're just telling me today.
Look, I don't like Savannah Guthrie, but Savannah Guthrie was like, I've interviewed world leaders, Amber.
Dude, Savannah Guthrie's literally saying you're testifying. Like, she's really trying to get her on the record again, huh?
You know, she should have hired Savannah Guthrie to be her lawyer. She would have been better off.
I never started
Savannah
a
Guthrie's just always had a thing for Johnny Depp.
Yeah. Oh,
She's like,
God,
this is my chance.
Yeah, I got him.
physical fight, and here you are on tape saying,
She walks up to him. Hey, Johnny, so what? Ew, no, you're too old for me. You're 10 years older than me, Johnny.
Johnny, you're the same age.
We went to high school together.
What are you talking about?
saying you did.
As I testified on the stand about this, is that when your life is at risk, not only will you take the blame for things that you shouldn't take the blame for, but when you're in an abusive dynamic,
Say narcissist. Say narcissist. Every crazy white girl says narcissist.
psychologically,
Narcissist.
emotionally,
Narcissist.
and physically,
Narcissist.
you don't have the resources that, say, you or I do with the luxury of saying, hey, this is black and white, because it's anything but.
No, she won't say narcissist because he's not diagnosed with narcissism. You can sue her for that too. She's, even, I mean, not that she's already hasn't done it 4 times, but
When you're living
She's
in
just
it.
babbling.
yeah.
Then there
She's
are
a
other
woman.
times, there's another tape where you're taunting
Damn,
him and
Savannah.
saying,
She has not let go.
oh, tell the world, Johnny Depp, I, a man, am a victim of domestic violence.
20-second clips or the transcripts of them are not representative of even the.
What about that dude that they did the HBO documentary on? It was a 3-second clip of him pissing in the bathroom. Remember that guy? What was his name? You know what I'm talking about? That white guy who killed somebody, got away with it. Then they were doing the documentary on him. And then he went to the bathroom, forgot that he was mic'd, and said to himself,
I know who you're talking about. I'll get his name.
somebody in the chat will figure it out. That was a 3-second clip of him admitting that he killed her to himself because he didn't remember he was mic'd. And he was fucking taking a piss.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so, yeah.
But I also love, she's like, oh, that 20 seconds isn't representative of, like, the whole time we're together.
The
no,
James
no, no.
Robert Durst. Robert
Durst,
Durst.
yeah.
Thank you.
But like, she's like, yeah, that 20-second clip is not representative of the whole situation. And you're like, no, but it is representative of that 20 seconds, right? So it's like,
good point.
You can't just edit out 20 seconds.
Good point.
You
That's a
fucking
really good
asshole.
point. Yeah.
The 2 hour.
That's like saying, look, the Second Amendment, if you ignore, shall not be infringed.
Yes.
Or the 3 hours that those clips are excerpt from.
Matt Fields bought a beer. Amber Heard looks like a transsexual Joe Dirt in clown makeup in this interview. Shut up, dumbass.
Samantha Guthrie's
Could
about
your
to be
side
like,
have just
Amber, the evidence piled up. I mean, we have text messages here. Brian's hat is the stupidest hat I've ever seen in my life.
Don't do the voice. Don't do the voice. God, you're right. They didn't say shit, man. They didn't say shit.
just put the whole 3 hours
The
in?
guy
then?
at the hat store said I was the only guy who could pull this look off.
Who said that?
I'm not a lawyer, as I testified.
No shit, Amber.
What?
You're
Wait.
not an actress either.
Then why did I just pay you a $12,000 retainer?
That was for OnlyFans.
Oh, no.
She'll shit in your bed.
She'll be on OnlyFans. She'd dig away at his hole somehow.
Oh, yeah.
I was talking in those recordings as a person in extreme amount of emotional, psychological, and physical distress.
But not Johnny, though, right? Johnny didn't feel that way, that a crazy chick just shit in his bed after fucking James Franco throwing a whiskey bottle at him.
He
And
says
it
he
doesn't-
never hit you.
Savannah
Never.
Guthrie hit the wall like a fucking rocket crash test.
Yeah. She used to be hot.
I can't find a pic of her like full body, but I posted one of her face when she was in college. Dude.
Let's see. Oh, that was her. That one you just... Okay, and show links?
Yep.
Okay. Look at Young. Sup, girl?
Yeah.
Look at the hair. Look at the fucking hair.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Is
hair.
that a lie?
It's really
Yes, it
showing
is.
your age when you have that kind of
What
hairstyle.
about the witnesses who said they
What about the
have
witnesses?
seen you instigate physical violence?
What about the video footage? What about the witnesses? What about the audio?
I've seen
What about you punching him in court?
firsthand how people will file rank and support the
Amber, there was a recording that said, "Come at me, nigga, I'll cut you." What did you mean by that?
No. Come at me, nigga. I'll cut you again.
Again,
Like
yeah.
I did last Tuesday.
You want to lose another finger, motherfucker?
person they depend on.
Did they all come in and lie in court?
This is a massacre.
You know what this means, right? They're done with her.
Oh, yeah.
The whole
Like I
industry's
said,
done with her.
when the knives are out, you're done.
Yeah. They're all
not here
fucking.
to
They're all giving her the fucking Jon Snow. They're taking turns stabbing her in the
Mm-hmm.
chest, and then they're just gonna fucking throw her out in the snow. And fucking now Johnny's back in.
But by the way, you know that's exactly why they had like Savannah do this interview, not like a guy like a Lester Holt, because it made her feel like, oh, this is gonna be. She's a woman,
Mm-hmm.
she's gonna understand, and she did start like, Amber, how does it feel? To now like, well, it says on tape that you punched him.
Well, not only that too, but this interview, the tone, and it would have just optics wise would have been really bad if she's going out crying about abuse, and then you just have a man come in and kick the shit out of her for 30 minutes. That'd be kind of,
Call any of his witnesses.
This would have been a great opportunity for Matt Lauer to make a comeback.
You're right. Oh, he shows up.
He's like, I'll show you abuse.
Any names. I'm here to just kind of talk about it from what it felt like for me as the person who sat there.
Yeah. So did all of them lie?
When I asked his lawyers, why do you think you won? And the answer I got was, because she never took responsibility for anything she did.
Well, she's a white woman.
Mm-hmm. An attractive one.
Yeah.
They don't do that.
Probably. I'm not making a diagnosis, but probably bipolar.
Mm-hmm.
In the marriage.
I did do and say.
And she's bisexual too, because she did date a chick for a while.
No.
Yeah. So you know what she is? She's quad sexual.
Horrible, regrettable things throughout my relationship. I behaved in horrible, almost unrecognizable to myself ways.
Now she's taking it off of her because the narcissist that she lived with made her made her cut him.
There's so much. I have so much regret. I freely and openly and voluntarily talked about what I did. I talked about the horrible language. I talked about being
The
pushed
bad
to the
language. That's, there's one thing, the real centerpiece of this whole trial has been Amber Heard's bad language, not the bed pooping and finger removing.
It was the naughty words.
extent where I didn't even know the difference between,
It's a real WWE champion and Kevin Nash, for example.
Couldn't fuck Shawn Michaels or something?
No, Shawn Michaels fucked himself already.
But she's talking about the bad language like Norm and dirty work. You know what the worst part about this is? The disrespect. Well, no, the other part is actually the worst part, but the disrespect is also not good.
right and wrong. I will always
Scott Mulger says, what a pittance.
continue to feel like I was a part of this, like I was the other half of this relationship because I was.
Can you stop making
And it
that
was
weird
ugly
Justin Bieber face?
and could be very beautiful.
Keeps doing this Elvis lip curl. What are you, one of the kings from fucking New Vegas? I need you to fix my robot dog.
Leaving Los Angeles. Leaving Los Angeles. Welcome to Daily Wire's newest actress, Amber Heard. Amber Heard and Gina Carano are going to be starting out a film.
She won't even be taken by them. She's done. Nobody wants her.
That's not true. Pornography does.
Yeah, for a couple of flicks, and then
What did you no, Virgie?
The Amber Heard and pornography. Oh no.
You don't want to see it? You don't want to see your scissor Gina Carano or something?
That's right. I'm proud to announce a new investment, Daily Wire Porn.
They're heading that way.
Why not?
It's kosher porn.
That's right. We're doing an entire media brand.
All the pornographers have sex through holes in sheets. They're Bull and Branch sheets.
That's right, guys. Daily Wire X. It's coming soon.
Vertical integration, folks. It's going to ruin this country.
Folks, I want to tell you about our new venture, Daily Wire After Dark.
Daily Wire. I love that.
And before anyone asks, no, my sister's not going to be on it.
Nightly Wire.
There you go.
Boom.